evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
On the ready.
Mike 29. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Oh! Get it.
Now the first carry for Bush. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Elway to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now Elway to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go. Single. 29 is the mic.
After the interception, here's Elway. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike 29. Go.
Throwing again. Elway. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fighting him off. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Elway. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, two.
Mike 51. Check pass.
From the gun, it's Elway. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now Elway on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Elway. He's got his man Sharp complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike's 50. Check the outs. Check the out. Mike 50. Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
Second and 9 now. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 50. Check 50.
Shoot.
Now Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit. Check.
Hurry. Let's go.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Back to the ground. This time Lynch takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Orvis. Yep.
From midfield, Elway. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey. Step.
Out of the gun, Elway. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
We playing to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. Man, I got you.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check 43.
They begin with a run by Davis. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Here's Elway. Completes it to Davis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw is Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
29 is Mike 29. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Again, it's Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
60 outlaw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant.
Go.
He's coming. Check in. I got you, boy. Mike 28.
Get it.
From the shotgun, Elway. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Three down. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. All day.
Smooth.
Mike 28. Let's go. Mike 28. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Now it's Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
30 base.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check back.
They'll drop to throw.
Push it back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready? 8, read.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Go.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now it's Elway, and he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Elway, and he finds his target. It's Sharp, and he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On first down, Bush. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Davis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Look at me. Zip.
Now Elway. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the gun, Elway. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Be driven, be driven.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Go, go, go.
On 2nd down, Elway. And this one complete to Smith. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st, they'll throw with Elway. It's caught by Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Go!
Elway to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Look at me, zipper!
Throwing again, it's Elway. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably.
And now look at him go. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 32-yard line.
Yep. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50.
Big grip.
Elway. This one caught by Davis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
6, pull it out. Hey, Charlie.
50, Mike, 50. Cover. Hey, 55.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey. Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50.
They're going on 4th. It's Elway. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Elway. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Elway looking to pass again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
60 outlaw, 80 weapons.
Check 25, check 25. Jim. Slam. Let's go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
18 games.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Walker. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield into a 46-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Elway to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a long time, no doubt.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Mike 6. I got him. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Fighting, and he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Elway will throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you.
One last shot for Elway. And that is caught But the back judge right there to say incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put